Hey guys, what is up? It is Ja here with boss level, boss sub level in this case. I'm going to be recording two videos. The first video is a global age attack against atomic age, trying to use a corner, like a 3 to 4 corner approach. It ends up being a 4 corner approach to try and go for a good time against this base. This is the guy hit number 3, Ernesto. And this is to kind of prove the point that even with drop armies and 3 offensive coalitions, a tough atomic age base I don't think is ripe for this. Now the attack wasn't the greatest, but let's go ahead and start replaying it here. And I'll show you what I mean. Everything goes right in the beginning. I get my heavies down here to start attracting some of the fire. I drop my 3 gens down, 1 heavy tank down here, and slowly up in this corner I drop another heavy and you know, just get some supporting troops there to do some damage. The missile starts firing soon. It's activated now, and it targets the right area. It targets my heavies down here. So everything is going according to plan. And then I start spreading out around the other corners to get some other troops down. Now I know I'm going to draw the generals out over here, but that's okay. I just want to start getting quick damage down. And you'll see I'm just a few seconds into it, and things are going pretty well. You know, we got a heavy tank up here. I didn't deploy my planes yet, and you know, some of the Howies get pummeled. But I've got some other Howies up here that are working. And again, the missile silo is still doing its thing, and it's still on the generals down here. So this is the proper way to be doing a 4-corner attack. The missile isn't taking out my other guys. The problem is with this attack and the fact that I just don't have strong troops, I just can't get through these outer defenses and start bullying up the middle too quickly. And as you see, I've you know, I did a SAB in the middle there, which wears off almost perfectly in time, take the missile silo down. But with all the spawners and the defenses in the middle, I get to 75% pretty damn quickly. So I get the quick victory, but then it just grinds to a halt. I just don't have the firepower. Again, full offensive coalitions and drop armies to get through the base, to get through this base. And now most of my troops are dead. So what started off as being a really good attack, and maybe if I had executed it a little bit better, I would have gotten through this quick, but there's just too much variance in trying to do this right now. So I'll play the rest of this in real time. There's 57 seconds remaining, but you'll see it's absolutely painful right now. The only saving grace and the only reason I was able to get 5 stars on this attack was because of my planes. Unfortunately, the tanks just keep spawning. I wasn't able to get these spawners down. So that was the problem. So now I'm down to just really slow attackers. Howies are all gone, and I'm just not able to do a lot of damage right now. So you'll see what's going on here. And you'll see, again, the fact that they're still alive are just saving my asses. I'm able to, target the tanks with the planes, and that's good. Now I'll speed it up a little bit. Now we're just finishing up. And boom. I got 5 stars, but barely, and it took a long time to do. So now what I'm going to do in the second video, I'll just put them right together here. I'll just keep them in the same video to show you my second attack. So the second attack is against 1 higher rated. If we look, I hit number 3 was Ernesto. I hit him first. I'll go to mine. And my second attack was against number 2. I'd say they're probably about equivalent bases. Maybe number 3 was a little bit harder of a base to go with, but that was my second attack. But you'll see here that my time is a 137. So that's a really good time. And again, he's running 1 defense there. I failed to figure out what the first guy hit. And here's another thing. The first guy I hit was running no defensive coalitions either. I should have been able to railroad through Ernesto a bit quicker than I did. So now I'm going to replay. The second attack, which is my good attack. Now on this one, I use a completely different approach. I use a 2-prong approach. Pretty tough base. Walls are actually, the walls are kind of shitty. So he doesn't have as many walls. But here I'm using 2. Now you'll see here I split my generals. I go in on the silo side. The silo's active right now. So it's going to start launching. And then I turn it into basically a line attack. I start to go through the middle up here. Decoy trap, normally a big problem. Not so much because I just throw a lot of firepower at it right here in the middle. Decoy's already down. Again, 2-point. I use my sab on the silo, so it's not doing damage right now. And now I've got a wall of machines coming in and doing damage. The key thing here is my howitzers and fieldies are wrecking shop right now. They're still alive. And one last silo hit. Okay, boom, but silo's down. It's done. Now what I do with some of my drop armies, I didn't use any of my drop armies before. I save them and then throw my drop armies in down here. I've just got some spam drop armies. They're weak. It doesn't matter. They're just able to go through and do a lot of damage. And those are cheap drop armies, nothing fancy. And I save my planes. Totally save my planes. And now it looks more like a 4-corner attack. So save the drop armies. Use them for cleanup once the major work is done, when you know that silo is not going to be able to take out these wimpy-ass drop troops. And I just railroad through the base. I think this is going to be the right approach for Global Age. And God, so many of my troops are still alive. I had to use 2 decoys. I didn't even... does it say? I only used 3 out of my 5 decoys and my sabo, and got through the base so much faster. All right. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and I hope it wasn't just a fluke, and that I didn't, and then my attack wasn't poor. I don't think it was that poor. The first attack, again, everything went according to plan. It just took forever. Anyway, cheers, guys.